Hello, I hope you are doing amazing today and making it through this current upgrade that we're going through. Blessing you all. So today I want to talk about two different teachings, ideas, and concepts that are part of the old system, the polarity system. Because if you are one of those that is moving out of the polarity system more into the divinity, which is the positive, negative, and then divinity is more of non-dualistic, non-polarity. It's more neutral. Now, in order to do that, you have to change the way you do things, what you believe, how you feel. You have to pretty much change it at all levels. So these two teachings that I want to talk about today, the first one is the vibrational scale. Now, the vibrational scale says the more you have positive emotions and you think positively, the more you're going to go up, right? It's kind of like praying to God. I pray to God the Father and then I go up, right? Everything is God the Father, and God the Father is in heaven, all right? The vibrational scale going down is your negative emotions or your negative thoughts or feelings, right? So in essence, that says if you think those things, feel those things, then you're going to go down. Well, I'm assuming they mean that that's God the Mother, okay? Because that's where it is a belief that that's where she resides. So the thing is that this vibrational scale going up is actually your crown chakra, and the vibrational scale going down is actually your root chakra. Because your crown chakra and your root chakra are the only chakras that only have one cone. The rest of them have two cones. But they all have to have two cones, and they all have to have a center point. And the root and the crown go all the way through, all the way up, and they connect in a center point between your heart chakra, your solar plex, right in there. Now, the thing is, the problem with this teaching, number one, it's polarized. And for most of you, you probably don't like angry. Well, I'll ask you, do you like angry people? Do you like miserable people? Do you like mean people? Do you like people that spew negativity on you? Do you like feeling powerless? Do you like feeling angry? Or do you like feeling, what are some of the other ones, doubt or guilt? Do you like feeling those things? And do those help you? Or are you taught to think positively? Because positivity actually drives creation. Joy and bliss drive creation. Love drives creation. Hate is destruction. So if you answered yes, that yes, you like that negativity, then you will remain in the old system. You'll remain in the polarized system. If you said no, then you're ready for this next teaching, which is we're going to change this scale. This scale is actually not accurate. It was created by those who wanted to keep you in polarity. Because if they keep you divided, if they keep you fighting yourself, if you keep yourself fighting yourself between positive and negative, back and forth, thinking all this negative stuff, then you're trapped. You're trapped within the system. But it's not like that. God the Mother is also in heaven right next to God the Father. She did not fall. The left hand of God did not fall from God. It's still there. But the problem is when people pray, they pray to God the Father, which doesn't make any sense to me because you don't just have a father. You have a father and a mother. So the point is that you need to change your perspective. You need to change your perspective and have positivity going up and down this vibrational scale. there should be no negativity. There is no negativity in divinity. It's just bliss. It's just knowingness, oneness, awe. But in order to do that, you have to be in love. In order to be in love, you have to go to the higher levels of the higher vibrational energies. The higher vibrational energies are like joy, like bliss. That's enlightenment when you get to that bliss point. And in love, you need to make sure you are doing that both ways. And when you do the loop, is what I call it, because the loop is your silver cord running through your body, and it goes all the way through. It houses all of your major chakras, and it goes out your root, and it anchors. It goes back up into God the Mother, and then it goes up to God the Father. Both are they're up. They're actually in front or here, doesn't really matter. What matters is your perspective. That's what matters, is your perspective. If you focus on these negative emotions here and even accept, if you even accept that this is truth and that you have lower emotions in your root chakra, that creates instability. It creates fear, and it creates a lack of trust. And it creates this sense of, I'm not supported by God or by the universe. It was done by design. This was done by design to help keep you stuck. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but it's going to keep you stuck in polarity. Change that. There is no negative emotions. That's a choice. Do they exist? Yes. Yes, they do. Do you have free will choice to choose what emotions you want and what chakras you want? Yeah, you do. So my recommendation to you would to be focused on your lower chakras, because that's where this is the most negativity. Number one, I would pray to God, Mother, and Father in heaven and thank them for your life, for your existence, and start connecting back to both of your parents, your true parents in heaven. Because who wants to live in hell? Do y'all like this? I don't. I'd rather have heaven here. You want to stay in hell? You go right ahead. But anyway, I'm going to have heaven on earth. In order to have heaven on earth, I have to change my viewpoint, my perspective, to say my mother and father are fantastic. My gods, which are two gods, a feminine and a masculine, a mother and a father that created me. They created me, love me. I am in love with me. And then everything about me is in love. And it is joyful and is blissful and it is amazing. And that needs to be done through all of your chakras, especially your root, especially for the feminine. A lot of work needs to be done there. So you femmes, get to work. All right, the other teaching is the yin and the yang. This is the old predator-prey. Same thing, positive, negative. You have the dark or the negative, and you have the light or the positive, and it's a chase. It's like the soulmate. It's like the runner chase game, and they just chase each other. The problem with this is that these energies are extremely unstable. You have, and these dots are way too big. They are way smaller than this, be honest with you. But if you are 99% light and 1% dark, you are unbalanced. You are unstable. If you are 99% dark and 1% light, you are unstable and unbalanced. And this has been the teaching, is that we have these two entities, or these these energies, this yin and the yang energy that encompass, one encompasses more dark than the other and just a tinge of light, and the other encompasses more light and a tinge of dark. Problem is they will never agree. Problem is they will never be balanced. Problem is they will never get along. This is the empath narcissistic. This is the predator prey. It doesn't work. That's why they chase. That's why if you leave your narcissist, you pull back your energy, they go a little cuckoo, and some of them will chase you. Some of them will try anything to get your energy back because they cannot survive. How can a 99% dark energy survive without its light? You're its light. You're its light. This is not divinity. This teaching is wrong. The truth is, divinity is clear. It doesn't define as positive or negative. But in order to get to divinity, you first have to get to enlightenment. In order to get to enlightenment, you have to embody the energy of the positivity, of the highest vibration, because that's where God is. God, Mother and Father, and then you pass through and you get to God. That highest level is clear. It's not gray. If you mix these together, they would be gray. But the truth is, it is the direction that humanity is going to, that we're going to see, is going to be heaven on earth and divinity. It says, I know I'm God. I know that I'm a part of everything, therefore I take care of it and I love it. And I have compassion and empathy for everyone and everything. All of it. Because if I hurt you, I hurt me. So these two teachings are from the old polarized system. So I wanted to go over them with you today so that you could take the time in your practice to, number one, readjust this and say, does this fit for me? And am I in that dynamic, and do I want to stay in that dynamic? And then also as an individual, do you really subscribe to having all this negative emotions and this negativity? Because I know for a fact that most people try their darndest to think positively. There's positive stuff all over the place. The problem is most people haven't cleared out their traumas. They haven't cleared up their wounds. They haven't healed them. And most of the wounds are in the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plex chakra. Which the solar plex is the identity. I know who I am, and I'm powerful or powerless. And then the sacral chakra is your sex chakra. And if you've been abused or raped or had issues with childbirth or anything like that, then there's unresolved trauma. If you have root chakra issues, you're in fear about your stability, about the world, not feeling supported by God, not feeling supported by life. This is where you've been taught to believe that that's what that is. It's in your root chakra. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done here. But once you heal those things, you go into those things and you start to heal them and infuse them with positivity and higher vibrations. You start to break free. And then as you go back into your greater self, and you also go into your infinite self. See, this is why I don't subscribe to a higher self, because a higher self says, I only have half of me that is above. And I'm not a lower self either. I don't subscribe to that. I'm greater. I'm infinite. I can do whatever the hell I want. I can choose whatever I want. I can be whoever I want. that that's free will, or you have free will. That's freedom. That's what you need to do to break free, to break free in your body. If you need help, it's been a long time since I've taught this stuff or seen this stuff, about 10 years. But if you need help with anything you're working on, especially when it comes to sexual abuse or trauma, reach out to me. I've been there, I've healed it, I know what to do, and I'm happy to help. And my email is in the description box. All right, have a great day.